Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and are making some really good trades here. Let me get back on the SPY chart as we're going to be covering, obviously, the traditional markets, not Bitcoin. I do Bitcoin on my other channel. But let me continue on here. So, obviously, a pretty big down day once again today in the SPY. Not only this, let me get on the daily. Not only the SPY, but the triple Qs, the IWM, and the Dow Jones as well. And even the dollar sold off in a dramatic way today. So obviously, this correction was over. This ABC was done, truncated before my target was hit, and even the double correction area did not hit. So for me, this looks like we're now impulsing down in this wave three. So this is a 3 of 3 moment. So the dollar should continue theoretically to melt down here, and it really it's and I said that this should help markets. Funny enough, it didn't, and I said that even the 20-year yield could help the equities being supported. But the problem is that the reason the yields are going down and the bonds are going up is that there is a mass panic out of equities. It is risk off across the market, right? The yen is also causing a bit of turmoil in this market. The Japan index is down 10% in 2 days. 5 days in a row, they have a 5% sell off in their market. So, again, pretty significant. The Hang Seng is also going down as well, but it's got lower to go. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait for the Hang Seng to the HSI right here to actually hit my level before I do buy in. Oh, sorry, this is the DXY chart. So let me just put this back on the DXY. I was wondering where my counts were on the Hang Seng. So the Hang Seng is right here. And again, the buy area, we are inside of it, but I think we need to go a little bit lower before this is all said and done. And really, it's just a matter of time before the markets will bounce back. But I think we got lower to go, right? You look at the triple Qs. We are obviously in a dramatic sell-off. We're creating bullish divergence now, so we should get a counter trend rally. But ultimately, that rally should fail, and we could fill some gaps here, and then we should go lower, right? You take a look here at the triple Qs on the monthly time frame. You have a red dot confirmation of a possible top. Weekly time frame, printed a red dot a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Daily time frame printed a red dot today as well, so it's showing that we should see more downside. 4-hour looking pretty bearish. You got a red money flow increasing. 1-hour time frame, you're deep in that red money flow. Now you're building some bullish divergence, which is really good, right? But again, the bullish divergence can continue to build, and you can continue to go lower, right? You can get these counter trend rallies, and you can go down. And luckily enough, we've been killing the trading week so far. We longed the lows here, and we even shorted at the top, and I doubled down on my short position. Something I don't do often. I posted, I believe, like right at the open, that we're doubling the SQQ size market ordered. I didn't really care what I was gonna get, and then everything started to melt down. Right, so it looked like we nailed that short position at the highs here, and it doesn't always play out like that. But when we do nail them, it obviously feels really good. So that's what you get inside the Discord, right? You get my trade setups. And again, just to show you guys, I don't get them all right. I was expecting, a nice gap up on Roku here, and we did open higher, but it was just a pure sell-off day. We opened 2.5% higher, and it just sold off along with the whole market and took out the lows and validated the setup. Now it's still possible you get a 1-2 as long as you hold this pivot here at $51.49. It seems really unlikely right now. Let me continue on. We'll take a look at some other charts here. Talk about the IWM, and I've been doing so many video updates in the Discord. You guys whoever's inside the Discord, you guys are getting so many video updates today. I think I sent, let me see how many I sent here. I sent one today at 8 a.m. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, four updates. That's insane. That's too much. I'm killing myself. But again, I like to talk about the market. What can I say? Right? I just like to talk about it and see what's going on, give updates. So IWM, looking very bearish here. Now the top could be in. We're breaking cycles on the monthly on the triple Q. So let's see if the IWM monthly is also coming to an end. Possibly, yeah, probably, maybe when we break this, I think we'll probably come to an end. So once the IWM comes back down here and you break down, then the monthly cycle is over, and you're most likely going to continue to correct down much lower. Take a look at the Dow Jones cycle. You got lower to go. Eventually, it'll test down, and if it holds up, it's okay. But the one that's telling, kind of a story here is the triple Qs. The triple Qs is breaking. Right? I talked about this in the Discord tonight, but I'm doing a video update for everyone, and it looks like we're gonna get some downside if this monthly confirms. And I mean, it's just starting. The month is just starting. Still 27 days left. A lot can happen. But if this closes like this is very bearish for the whole market across the board. It doesn't mean we're going to crash, but it means we're in for a lot of downside in the coming months. And yeah, ultimately my target on the triple Q is like, I'm not interested in buying anything. I told everyone inside the Discord, I was unloading all our positions when we were at the highs here at 496, 500. We need to take some off the table. We got too much risk, and it ended up being the right decision as everything started to melt down. We had bearish divergence even on the fifth wave. It looks like we were in the topping phase here, surging higher every single day. Surge. It's big short squeeze, and everyone's panicking out of their short positions, and there you go. Now they're ripping it back down. People are trying to be a hero and catch the dip. I just don't think it's the time just yet to do this. I could be wrong, but I just feel like we got more pain to come. The VIX is another telltale sign that this market is in trouble. Obviously, we pulled back pretty hard on this candle, but we broke out tremendously today out of this wedge. So I was talking about these wedges on the VIX, and when they start to break out, you could be in turmoil for the foreseeable future, right? For maybe a few months. You could break out, but you come back down, but it should inevitably continue to move up higher until you reach a climax, and and then that's it. That's all. And then you calm down. So, but what I think what we might get is maybe a pullback, one more high, and then you come back inside of the wedge until the end of the year. But again, it's charting the VIX is I'm not the greatest at it. So let's take a look at some individual stocks. How about that, huh? And then I saw someone was asking. I forgot someone about someone else's stock they wanted me to cover. I think it was like a Chinese stock, but essentially all Chinese stocks you just follow the Hang Seng analysis, but I'll do that in just a bit. So Apple had good earnings; they beat across the board EPS and revenue, but did not hit the buy area. So for me, I actually don't like Apple here. Even though they had great earnings, it kind of looks like it wants to do something like this with this move here, like a double correction, right? Looks like it wants to double correct lower and tag some lower levels. And I mean that would push the market even lower, because Apple's like probably the only stock here that's holding everything up. And if it does this, then it's going to drag everything down again. Right? Once again, more pain. More pain is going to come, which is unfortunate. And maybe we don't get this 1-2 setup. Or sorry, this fifth wave, and it's just a 3-wave corrective move. Tesla. So I talked about Tesla inside the Discord as well. So Tesla, I didn't like how the structure was being formed here, and it looked like it's just going to correct lower. And if that's the case, then ultimately you're headed down to some lower levels as well, right? And you got to get ready for these targets to possibly be hit. Right back down to 165, 144, and people are saying I'm permanently bullish. I'm not permanently bullish, right? I made fun a lot of the perma bears on the way up because I saw a lot of upside in this market left, right? At the lows, we're longing, and boy oh boy did it run up. Now I'm saying, okay, now it's time to get bearish. Look for shorts. It's probably going to keep going down, right? You're in a bear trend. Now everyone wants to buy at the highs. They're trying trying to buy the highs. It just, to me, it's a little bit crazy the way the trader psychology works. It's interesting. Um, and Nvidia looks like it wants to double correct as well, lower, right? Double correction lower. Um, Very quick correction here, and now it's gapping lower once again. But it could very well just melt back down to 84 and 659. So I don't like Nvidia until we hit these levels here for a counter trend rally. But again, if it starts to make an impulse down, the highs are definitely in, and you could have very well marked the highs here at 138. Let's take a look at a few other ones. Let's take a look at SMCI. So SMCI also has to go lower in this double correction. So you're going to get a counter trend rally, of course. You will get some relief at one point. And once that comes, then you get your meltdown wave in the C leg, the capitulation wave, which is essentially, you can see massive capitulation in the C leg here. So you're probably going to get something similar. And that's probably going to be all she wrote for SMCI, maybe. Maybe. And let's see here. Get some more stocks to take a look at. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'll do the HSI right now. So the Hang Seng is already in the buy area. I just don't like the way it's finishing up here. I want to see maybe one big impulse down along with the other stock markets, the other indexes, and then we'll mark a low, right? But you got some stocks that are trying to hold up the Hang Seng. You got Alibaba that looks like it's already bottomed out and getting ready for another 1-2 setup. You got Baidu, I believe. Oh no, Baidu is melting down. Baidu is not doing well. JD, how's JD doing? Okay, not bad. I think GoTo, Tencent, all these Chinese stocks. But overall, I only like Baba to trade. I think this is the stock, NetEase. I think this is the one that someone was asking about. But yeah, I'm just basing my trades off the Hang Seng. When the Hang Seng rises, all the Chinese stocks usually rise along with it. Okay. Let me see here. Took a look at Amazon. Did Amazon hit our buy area? It did. It did. Amazon hit our buy area while we opened right into it, and it was saw buying stepping in. So Amazon looking good here, holding up quite well. Is this the wave four? Is a wave four in, and we're set for more upside, or we're gonna chop sideways along with the tech sector? Who knows? Oil. So oil is a little bit of a tricky one right now. So oil, we call this oil short beautifully. Now we're looking to see if we can get this flat to play out, or if we're already in the wave three, which it could be because it's just so bearish right now. But I say this, that we could get this wave two here if we get some geopolitical news over the weekend with war, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe in the country gets invaded, supply chain disruption can cause oil to spike up to these levels, but it will ultimately be a short if we get to these levels here, because we are obviously entering a recession. Jim Cramer said we're not going to a recession, so 90% chance that we're going to go into recession now. Let's see. Take a look at the yields. So I'll cover TLT, right? So if you guys have been following me for a very long time, I kept talking about TLT surging higher, and I saw a lot of people saying, no, you're wrong. TLT is going to go crashing lower. And this is one that we called it correctly, and it's not like I'm touting that I'm always right, but it's nice to see when you're charting something for so long and it finally plays out. And today, everyone inside the Discord who was in TMF, you guys got paid with me, right? Because we're not in TLT, we're in the TMF, we're in the triple leverage bull ETF on the TMF, the TLT, and then it just surged higher beautifully today. So you got so many 1-2s, 1-2 setup, flat playing out here, and then boom, cha-ching, we cashed in today, guys. And there's more upside. The best part is that there's still so much upside left. I'm going to be cashing out probably at the 105 to the 116 levels on the TLT. So just be patient with this one. RSI is extremely overbought. We're still in this wave 3. So again, the yields the bonds are a buy essentially until we get to these levels on the yields all the way down here. Okay, DXY, already talked about that. Let's talk about silver and gold. Silver holding up well here. all things considered, the dollar melting down is helping it. It's also causing turmoil across the broader market here. But I think that we may have a flat played out here, and then now we're just getting ready for something like this. I think this is what played out essentially. A, B, and a C. And now it's done, and now you're getting ready for a 3-3 moment next week. Same thing for, excuse me, gold. I'm burping. Gold should actually be in this fifth wave. It actually could get some downside next week. Did it make a higher high? It did not. So actually, it needs to make a higher high. And if you erase divergence, you extend the wave 3. Okay. So yeah. All right. I think that's it for now. I don't have much to add. I talked so much today about the markets in general. I just urge caution to everyone that's watching the videos. You know, you guys may not like what you hear, but it's obviously something you need to hear, right? And the IWM could have topped, right? It could have topped. It was so close to the sell area for the fifth wave, and just the way it's reacting right now, it looks pretty bearish. We're gonna look to short the IWM inside the Discord, so I'll let you guys know once we get into a short position. And this should continue lower, so there's gonna be a counter trend rally, and then we're gonna short that. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend.